Chapter 29. The Escape. In the darkness that enveloped the interrogation room, Kichi could sense the presence of the fox witch. Though unable to see, her instincts told her that the entity was there to aid her. With each passing second, her determination grew stronger, fueled by a burning desire to escape the clutches of the police station and find Shinigami. The fox witch, its ethereal form weaving through the shadows, extended a paw-like appendage towards the handcuffs restraining Kichi. With a surge of mystical energy, the metal binding snapped open, freeing her wrists. Kichi's heart quickened with newfound hope as she rose from the table, her senses heightened, ready for what lay ahead. Silently, the fox witch guided Kichi through the dimly lit corridors of the police station, avoiding any potential encounters with officers or security personnel. Its ability to blend seamlessly with the darkness provided them with a distinct advantage as they stealthily navigated through the building. Kichi and the fox witch moved with purpose. Their objective was clear: to retrieve Kichi's katana, the weapon that had been her loyal companion throughout her centuries-long journey. The evidence room was a labyrinth of shelves, filled with boxes and crates, containing a multitude of items seized from various investigations. With the fox witch's assistance, Kichi navigated the maze-like room, their steps careful and quiet. The fox witch's supernatural abilities allowed it to detect the specific energy resonating from Kichi's katana, guiding them towards its location amidst the sea of confiscated objects. Finally, they reached a dimly lit corner of the room, where Kichi's katana rested inside a secured case. The fox witch focused its ethereal power, manipulating the lock mechanism with a touch of its paw. The case clicked open, revealing the gleaming blade that had accompanied Kichi through countless battles. Grasping the katana firmly in her hands, Kichi felt a surge of familiar energy coursing through her veins. The weight of the weapon was both comforting and empowering, instilling her with a renewed sense of purpose. She knew that with her katana in hand, she possessed the means to confront Shinigami once and for all. As they made their way back through the police station, Kichi and the fox witch moved swiftly and discreetly, avoiding any potential obstacles or encounters with officers. Their escape was aided by the chaos and confusion that had descended upon the facility. The darkness that had cloaked the interrogation room during their encounter had left the building in disarray, providing them with the perfect cover. Emerging into the night, Kichi and the fox witch disappeared into the shadows, their steps guided by a singular determination to find Shinigami. Together they decided that tracking down the blad-smith was the key to finding Shinigami once again. They staked out his home and shop, patiently waiting for any sign of his return. After hours of surveillance, Kichi received a call from her network within Shinobi no Kage, providing them with crucial information about the blad-smith's whereabouts. After going through the verification process, Kichi began speaking. "What do you have for me, Elizabeth?" one of Kichi's most trusted computer trackers. "Oh, this was an easy one, darling. A one Kevin J. Blake was admitted for hallucinations and something about spots on his brain. Sounds like you might be tracking a nutter there, Keck. Your nutter is located at Rockbrook Regional Hospital, second floor room 2910. Elizabeth was great at hacking computers for information but annoying at conversationalist. "Thanks much, we'll get together sometime soon, okay? Hopefully, I can tell you how the 500-year-old story ends." Even though Kichi found her annoying to have a conversation with, she couldn't help but enjoy them. "Ooh, my girl is finally going to get her daddy some sweet revenge. You go kick his ass, Keck. You need anything, just hit those buttons. Later." Elizabeth wasted no time hanging up to allow Kichi to utilize the new information. Racing against time, Kichi and the fox witch made their way to Rockbrook Regional Hospital, where the blad-smith was reportedly admitted. The hospital bustled with activity as they navigated its corridors, their determination driving them forward. Soon as they approached the hospital, they were met with a flurry of police activity surrounding the building. Realizing that entering the hospital would be risky due to ongoing police operations, Kichi and the Fox Witch had to adjust their plans. They decided to keep a discreet watch on the hospital from a safe distance, observing any comings and goings that might provide them with clues. As they observed, Kichi used her network connections to dig deeper into the situation. She discovered that the police presence was related to the aftermath of the recent encounter with Shinigami, where officers had been injured or killed. The authorities were now focused on securing the area and gathering evidence. Kichi was determined to gather more information about the recent police encounter with Shinigami. She knew that understanding the events surrounding their confrontation could provide valuable insights into his motives and behavior. Utilizing her network within Shinobi no Kaga, Kichi once again called on Elizabeth. "Well, shit, Kek. Don't tell me after 500 years you finished him off that fast. Wasn't even enough time to suffer." Elizabeth opened. "No, listen. There was an encounter with Shinigami. How long will it take to get me information on that event?" Kichi requested, hoping to have it in a few hours. "Done. I threw a digital net over your location that would— oh, hell, let's just say some fish swam in my net. They aren't saying a great deal. Looks like most are afraid to say what they witnessed. According to their text messages, they definitely don't want to enter something about leaving black smoke and people turning into trees. Well, they don't want to put any of it into reports. Sending you the address now. Looks like the guy might be dead. Died of an overdose? Sure, this is your guy?" "I was until you said he might be dead of an overdose. Got your text. Thanks, let me know if you get another hit like that. Thanks." Kichi replied, grateful for members that could anticipate. Whoa, what do we have here?" "Someone just filed a report." It reads, "The encounter had taken place in a secluded area, shrouded in darkness. Several officers had responded to a distress call, reporting suspicious activity." As they arrived at the scene, they were met with a chilling sight, the figure of a samurai figure, cloaked in black smoke that seemed to move at his direction, his presence emanating an aura of death. The confrontation had escalated quickly, with the person announcing loudly, "I am Shinigami," and "All crime is punishable by death. Oh, it's your boy Kek." Sorry, displaying supernatural abilities that defied explanation. He had effortlessly evaded gunfire, moving with an otherworldly grace. The officers had fought valiantly, but their weapons seemed futile against his seemingly invincible armor. After 15 minutes of fighting and 4 officers fallen, the perpetrator fell to the ground, becoming unresponsive. "Sorry, Kek. It doesn't look like you get to kill this bad guy." Kichi remained silent and thought hard about the information she had just received. This isn't right, it can't be. An entity such as Shinigami doesn't just fall over dead. Wait, does it say, what happened to the crimson katana? Elizabeth could be heard humming while her fingers danced over her keyboard. Yes, evidence locker. Logged in 3 minutes ago. Boom, that'll play. Hey, is Red with you? Tell her I have a fridge full of koi for her next visit. Looking over at the Fox Witch, who could hear everything, Kichi knew she would be addressing Elizabeth, and she did. "Dear, I have gone thousands of years with no name, and will not go by one that is merely descriptive now. However, depending on how fresh the koi is, we can talk." Elizabeth could be heard gasping for air on the other end of the line. "Oh, Red, it will be in a bucket of the freshest water. See you soon, Red." "Thanks again, Elizabeth. Couldn't do it without you." Not waiting for a goodbye, Kichi hung up. Because though the Fox Witch didn't speak much, Elizabeth could get her talking non-stop. As Elizabeth relayed the report for them, Kichi's mind raced, piecing together the puzzle. She realized that Shinigami's powers surpassed the capabilities of a mere mortal. His armor and resilience hinted at a deeper, ancient connection, one that held the key to his immortality and dark powers. With that knowledge, Kichi thought, how is it he would drop dead from an overdose? He wouldn't have allowed his host to have that type of control. No, he wouldn't have, Red answered, since she had the ability to share Kichi's thoughts from the day they bounded. Didn't Shinigami say the blad-smith gave control over to him? Something must have not worked since the blad-smith is here, and Shinigami is killing on the other side of the city. Kichi found everything very intriguing. The one thing that connects the two events is the Shinigami's crimson katana. A drug addict must have found it, and Shinigami was able to take over until the addict's body overdosed. We must find that sword.